Some breaking news from France and an update on this week's political turmoil there. We've had an announcement from President Macron.
Yes, let's go live to Paris and our correspondent, Hugh Schofield. Hugh, bring us up to date. What's happened?
Yeah, well, to some surprise, though I have to say not universal surprise, the man who's the new Prime Minister of France is the man who started the week as Prime Minister of France, but who resigned. If you remember, at the beginning of the week, that this tumultuous week started with the resignation of Sébastien Lecornu. That was the nominee of President Macron to try to get the country and the political system out of its current travails. He'd had 3 weeks to form a government. He formed a government last Sunday, but it collapsed overnight and he resigned on Monday morning, first thing. We've had since then this weird, tumultuous week in which the government, or I should say the president, was casting around to see if he could find someone to lead a government, to see whether there was any possibility of having a government, given the fractured nature of Parliament, and whether there's any way of avoiding new elections, which is above all what he wants to do. Finally, today, we were promised a new name. There's been another long day of talks between Macron and the various political parties, and at the end of the day, late, like just now, the news has broken that after all of this, it's Sébastien Lecornu again who is going to be the Prime Minister of France. And he's got the job of this monumental job now of trying to find some kind of consensus around a government, or at least a non-aggression pact with some of the parties in Parliament, so that it can at least get the basic business done of this country, which is getting a budget through for next year. But of course, budgets are by nature the most controversial of all acts of legislation. So, the odds of this government lasting, I have to say, are not particularly good.
Quite an extraordinary few days there in France. Hugh, thank you very much. More on that story on the BBC News website and app.